Hello everyone, welcome to Pathomad. Today I want to show you a case of fibroadenoma of the breast, the gross and its microscopic features. The fibroadenoma is famously called the breast mouse because it slips under your fingers. On your attempt to palpate the breast lump with your fingers, it does not, you cannot hold it in between your fingers. It slips off easily. And as well, when you send the patient for ultrasound evaluation, the radiologist, upon putting his probe over the breast lump, it slips under the probe, and hence it is popularly called the breast mouse. And this is an excised specimen of the breast lump. The patient is of 18 years, and she has this history of from 3 years. The lump is present in the right upper quadrant of breast. Grossly, it was measuring 2.5 into 1.5 into 1.5 centimeters, and it is externally gray white, more gray white to gray brown in color. And very importantly, it is sharply demarcated. The margins, the borders are very sharp. It has sharp borders, sharply circumscribed. It is well circumscribed. On cut section, this is solid and homogeneous means uniform in color and texture. And on keen examination, you find the slit-like spaces. This one slit. Here there are slits. The image clarity is not that sufficient for you to appreciate, but on your keen observation, there are very delicate slits within the lump upon cutting. This is the microscopic examination. This is the low power view. Here you can see fibroadenoma is characteristically composed of stromal hyperplasia and glandular hyperplasia. Here the glands are compressed. These are the glands. These are the long linear branches that you see all over the slide. These are the glands. Glands are usually round or you can appreciate the lumen, but here you cannot appreciate the lumen. And as if someone has pushed from either sides, they are compressed. See, all over these long linear branches, violet color linear branches are the glands. They are like compressed from all the sides. They are compressed. They are compressed. Why? Because there is stromal hyperplasia in fibroadenoma. The pinkish material that you see here is a stroma. There is stromal hyperplasia. When the stromal hyperplasia is present, they push the glands on either sides. There's a pressure, lot of pressure from this side, from this side, this side, this side. Here also from all directions there's a pressure because of stromal hyperplasia, and hence the glands are compelled to undergo this like compression, and hence you cannot appreciate the lumen, but they are present as a slit-like. All over the slide there are slit-like spaces. So the glands compressed into slit-like spaces that you see all over the slide. These slits, long linear branches. These are the glands. This is the characteristic feature of fibroadenoma. This is particularly called intracanalicular pattern because, see, for example, if this is a gland, this is stromal hyperplasia pushing the gland from all directions, and this gland it becomes like slit, long slit. This is intracanalicular. Intracanalicular becomes a long slit. In few other cases, typical you can see pericanalicular pattern means if this is the gland, there is stromal hyperplasia, but that stromal hyperplasia stroma grows around the gland. It does not disturb the gland. The lumen is intact. There's a growth around the gland. You cannot find slit-like spaces. The gland is intact. That is pericanalicular. That is pericanalicular. Around peri means around canalicular pattern. This intracanalicular pattern or the pericanalicular pattern, it is only a pathological finding. It does not make any difference to the clinician or the course of this benign tumor. So it's only a pathological finding and it carries no clinical significance. This slide is of intracanalicular pattern because the glands are compressed into slit-like spaces. Again, the slit-like spaces. All over the slide, there is slit-like spaces. Glands compressed, slits. And typically, the stroma is myxoid. Myxoid means it is hypocellular and there's a loose kind of thing, as if you see a ripples over the surface of water, that loose kind of thing. Here also the slits. Hyper view showing you the slits. Better view to show the slits. And see stroma. It is myxoid. It's hypocellular stroma. Hypocellular stroma. See, there are glands. A few glands also show this hyperplasia within the gland. And because of stromal hyperplasia, this compression from all sides, they are like slits. Slit-like spaces, close your eyes, it's a fibroadenoma. Here, there are few ducts. This is the duct, the rounded structures of the ducts. You cannot appreciate the lumen like intact lumen because this hyperplasia within the lumen of the duct. It typically shows the features of atypical ductal hyperplasia. Atypical ductal hyperplasia means the epithelial cells, they are proliferated, they are hyperplastic. They grow inside into the lumen, and there's an attempt of cribriform pattern. Cribriform means sieve-like pattern. Sieve-like pattern is a cribriform. So there are holes, many holes within this lumen, cribriform pattern. And in an attempt to make this cribriform pattern, there are bridges, solid bridge. There's a bridge formation. See, these are the solid bridge formation in an attempt to make this cribriform pattern. Here also you can appreciate this delicate bridges are there, bridge pattern. Yes. So we have done with the microscopic examination of intracanalicular pattern of fibroadenoma. Thank you everyone.